2, 3. Okay. Well, good morning everybody on this hot sunny day. So I hope you're joining me for an hour's Pilates. It's very, very hot today, so do make sure the room is aerated, you've got some water, you're drinking plenty, well, just throughout the day anyway. Make sure you've got your mat and you've got plenty of space. And of course, this is the class of more challenging options. So if you're using light weights, do have those ready. We've got our various rubber bands to add intensity, ball, roller, whatever you like to add in, but don't overdo it today if you're really overheating. It is very, very hot. Okay, so let's get started. Nice tall posture, lengthen through the top of the head, shoulders down, shoulder blades back and down. And remember, neutral spine position. Have a look down at your knees while you're standing and make sure that's not happening. And if you've got the activation band, just push out a little bit so you're already activating a little bit more core muscles there. So pelvic floor muscles drawn in, bicep muscles drawn in, breathing in through the nose, rib cage expanding, breathing out through the mouth, rib cage closing, draw the abdominals in and trying to feel that connection through to your low back. If your low back's too arched, you're going to get the correct connection. So just check you're all in alignment. And chin retracted, of course, because if you let the chin come forwards, there's strain in the neck, the upper back comes forwards. So open up the shoulders, shoulder blades back and down. So we're going to do a little bit more today, working the back muscles, which is great for your posture. Okay, so let's get started. Feet hip distance apart, posture, shoulders, neutral spine position. A little bit of tension in the legs there, push the knees out, so we're activating the core. So up onto the toes, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth, draw the abdominals in, hinge the hips back without arching, but overarching the low back. So draw those abdominals in so the lumbar spine is lengthened. Roll down as far as it's comfortable. Remember, if it's uncomfortable on your low back, you can just do a half roll down. And want no tension in the upper body. Relax the arms, head, neck and shoulders. Try and keep the abdominals drawn in and straighten the legs just enough so you get a little bit of a stretch there in the back of the legs. Okay, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Draw the abdominals in, slowly coming up, rounding the upper back, tuck the chin in and watch the knees as you come back up. Don't lose that tension there, or knee alignment. All the way back up. Excellent. Shoulder blades back and down, neutral spine position. Up onto the toes, breathing in, breathing out. Hinge the hips back, draw the abdominals in, and then rolling forwards as far as it's comfortable. Just relax the arms, head, neck and shoulders, and just let the back of the legs just start to relax a little bit. This is a good stretch for your calves, back of the thighs, bicep muscles, low back as well, as long as you're keeping your neutral spine position. Okay, and again, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Draw those abdominals in. Slowly come back up, feet, knees, hips, shoulders, arms, all in line. Tuck the chin in. So we're getting a nice stretch in the back of the neck. Good, fantastic. Okay, back to your start position. Check knee alignment, posture check, shoulders, chin retracted. Relax the arms, and again, let's just roll those shoulder joints forwards, up, back and down. Try not to move the arms here, not just yet. Just think of the movement coming from the shoulder joints. So breathing in, breathing out. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep that chin retracted. All right, so you're working your back muscles as well, particularly if you have got that, you're drawing those abdominals in. You're working lots of muscles here, even though we're only doing the warm-up. All right, just one on its own. Breathing in and out. Nice big movement. Open up that shoulder. Good. And then the other one. Breathing in and out. All right, now one after the other. Keep the hips still, just moving that upper body. Great. All right, and relax. So shoulders down, raise the hands. elbows back level with the ears, breathing in again, breathe out, draw the abdominals in, remember to push your bands out if you've got them on, stretching up, elbows level with the ears, and then all the way back. If you're not able to get that correct position, with the elbows level with the ears, remember bend the elbows a little bit, that will help you to get that correct position, stretch up from there, then you'll be stretching from the shoulder blades, the upper back, all the way back. One more time, pelvic floor, bicep muscles, breathing in, breathing out, draw the abdominals in, elbows level with the ears, reaching up, no hunching, keep the arms back, and then just stretch a little bit more. From the upper back, breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in, stretching, stretching, good, and all the way back. All right, arms behind you, shrug the shoulders, breathing in, breathing out, shoulders down, chin retracted, breathing in, breathing out. So every time you breathe out, remember abdominals engage the core, chin retracted, breathing in, breathing out. So try not to do it like this, try and do it with the shoulders open, breathing in and out, fantastic. And then just stretching to the side, bend the knees a little bit more if you need to, lengthen that lumbar spine, arms slightly behind you, stretching a little bit more if you want to, reaching towards that wall, but keeping the arms behind you so you're working the back muscles, shoulder blades, good, fantastic, and relax. So neutral spine position, relax the chin forwards and back, add the breathing in, breathing out, bring the chin down slightly as you draw that head back. Good, breathing in, breathing out. Keep the chin retracted and lift the chin slightly and bring the head forwards. I'll just do it from the side, lifting the chin, breathing in, breathing out, chin back and down. Try not to let the upper body come forwards. We're just isolating. Back of the neck there, breathing in, breathing out. Good, back to the center, jaw turning up towards the ceiling. If you want a little bit more of a stretch, take this hand behind your back and stretch it across, like this. Or you can tuck it behind and open a little bit more there. Good, and the other side, add the arm in. If you want a bit more of a stretch, shoulder down, breathing in, breathing out. Good, back to the center, neutral spine position, turn the head to the side, just the head and neck, keep the shoulders still. Look over as far as it's comfortable, breathing in, breathing out, and then roll that head forwards, brush the chin to the chest, up to the other side, look over the shoulder, breathing in, breathing out. So nice and slowly, get rid of that tension. And also we're improving our range of movement here in the neck. So if it is an issue, each time you do it, try and stretch that head around a little bit further without compromising your posture. Back to the center, good, chin retracted, relax the ear to the shoulder, neutral spine position, breathing in, breathing out, and then add the arm in. If you can, hold hand across the opposite ear, lift the head up a little bit, breathing in, breathing out, stretch across, and again this arm can be taken behind you for more of a stretch there. Good, and then the other side, ear to the shoulder, shoulder down, add the hand in, and if you want to, take the hand behind your back, like this or like this, and then open that shoulder down a little bit more. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, hands behind the head, chin retracted, bring the head and neck forwards, breathing in, breathing out. Good, and slowly coming up. Fantastic, so into our inner thigh stretch, and again remembering when you go into your side lunge, the knees and the thighs do not move forwards at all. It's your hip that sinks back. That's it, so we get that inner thigh stretch. So take the legs wide enough so it's good for you. You can feel a little bit of a stretch there, but more importantly, when you're doing it, keeping your 3 points of connection in the spine, keeping your posture. So breathing in, breathing out, shoulder blades back and down, chin retracted, as we've just been doing, and then sink back into your side lunge. Take the legs wide enough so you get a stretch there. Breathing in, breathing out. If you find you're concentrating on the legs and the upper body keeps coming forwards, maybe keep the arms behind you or even like that, so you're engaging the shoulder blades. Remember, that supports your lower back. If your upper back is too rounded, there's no strength there. The tension and the strain goes into the lower back. All right, breathing in, breathing out, chin retracted, shoulder blades back and down. Make sure that knee doesn't protrude forwards over the end of the foot. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, we're going to hold it one side. So if you feel you could stretch a bit more, take the legs a little bit wider. Turn the feet out a little bit, again up to you, just make sure you've still got the correct knee alignment. Breathing in, breathing out, and then sink the hips back a little bit more. Keep the chin retracted, remember, think about the shoulder blades. Good, and then just bring the legs back to the start position, and we'll do the same the other side. So get to that stretch first. If you think you can stretch a little bit more, take the legs a little bit wider, turn the feet out slightly, sink the hips back a little bit more, again up to you. Keeping your upper body posture there, breathing in, breathing out, abdominals, shoulder blades, chin retracted. Good, fantastic, and back. So we're going to switch around into our hip flexor stretch. So we're going to turn around this way. Good, keeping the back straight. The important thing is that you don't hunch forward like this, because with the hip flexor, we're trying to lengthen through here to counteract this action that we're doing all the time. So the muscle goes all the way up through here, through the abdominals into your back. So it's a very, very important muscle. So breathe in, breathe out, tip the pelvis under, 3 points of connection in your spine there, and try and activate that hip flexor. All right, we're going to add the arms in. So arms up, remember elbows level with the ears, very important. If you're able to, link the fingers like that, and then turn the hands inside out as well, optional. All right, breathing in, breathing out, draw the abdominals in, tip the pelvis under, lift the chest up and back, and now stretch the arms up, and at the same time draw the shoulder blades back and down, draw the abdominals in, so you're feeling your core muscles working. Good, and relax. Brilliant. Swap sides, other side. Good, back nice and straight, chin retracted, breathing in, breathing out, tip that pelvis under. Maybe you can make this a bigger stretch or a smaller one if you want to. Elbows level with the ears, turn the hands inside out if you're able to. Breathing in, breathing out, tip the pelvis under, lift the chest up and back slightly, draw the abdominals in, stretching up with the arms, but shoulder blades back and down at the same time. Brilliant. That's a really, really good stretch for you. Okay, front of the thigh stretch. Hold your foot, ankle, trouser, leg posture, chin retracted, shoulder blades. Try and get the knees level if you can. So just have a look down at your knees. That's what we're aiming for. Breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in, tip the pelvis under, heel in towards the hip. And then repeat it, breathing in, breathing out, deeper stretch, taking the hand off the wall if you're able to. Both hands on the foot. Breathing in, breathing out, and then a little bit more. Push that hip forward, heel in towards the hip. Brilliant. Okay, change sides. Hold your foot, ankle or trouser leg. Make sure your low back isn't arching. 3 points of connection, knees level. Breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis under, heel in towards the hip. Good, standing straight, abdominals in. And if you can, take the hand off the wall. Hold your foot with both hands. Breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis under, deeper stretch there. Good, and relax. Fantastic. Back to the start position. Okay, we're going to use the band in a minute. All your weights, so just have them handy. I'm just going to put this around my neck a little bit. Okay, so as I promised, we're going to do a little bit again on our shoulder blade stabilisation. So I want you to take your arms, bend the elbows, arms out to the side in this position. You can see that sideways on. So breathing in, breathing out. Engage your core, check your knee alignment, chin retracted. No hunching, shoulders down. Now we're going to take the arms back, shoulders open, arms back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together so you're in this position. Now to move the shoulder blades or get the shoulder blades more back and down, what we have to do is move the forearm backwards like that. So make sure you're not in this position because that's not going to work. Arms slightly behind you, chin retracted, breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in. Forearms go backwards. So you should feel, obviously the chest is lifting, but the shoulder blades are engaging and they're stabilising into the right position. So just give that a go. Chin retracted, breathing in, breathing out, abdominals. Keep the shoulders down, arms back, forearms backwards from the elbows. And can you feel those back muscles engaging there? Good, breathing in, breathing out, back, tip the forearms backwards. Good, okay, so hold that position if you can, don't let the low back arch, and you're going to bring your elbows into the waist. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, so engaging those back muscles. So if you want a little bit more intensity there, or a little bit more engagement in the shoulder blades, we're going to add the arms in with the band if you want to, or with your light weights, up to you. Breathing in, breathing out. So we're in this position, same thing, forearms back, breathing in, breathing out. Bring the elbows into the waist, abdominals in and back. This is called, it's like a chicken wings really. If you're one of my clients that finds it really uncomfortable, you can actually do it in this position as long as you're engaging the shoulder blades. Okay, so make sure you're working the back muscles. Okay, breathing in, breathing out here, elbows back, and then add a little bit of resistance in if you want to. So we're opening up the shoulders a little bit more. If you're not feeling it very much, wind the band up a little bit, a lot or not much. That's it, breathing in, breathing out. As I said, if it's really uncomfortable and it's making your head come forwards, we can do it from this position. Just bring the arms, the band in front, breathing in, breathing out. Good, and relax. Okay, so double up the band if you want to, stretching forwards, opening the shoulder blades and reaching up into our side bends. Push the hips out, abdominals in, stretch the arm up and over. Optional use of the bands here, breathing in, breathing out. And then if you want to get a little bit more activation in your back muscles, here, so the arm that's nearest the floor, you're going to move it up and down a little bit, breathing in, breathing out. So you should feel this in the upper back muscles, the abdominals as well. Again, just giving you a couple of options. Again, you can use the band very lightly just to activate those muscles, or if you want to work a little bit harder, wind the band up a little bit more. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, a couple more. There. Work those back muscles, breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in. Good, up and back. Good. Okay, so we're going to use that same action that we've just been doing, not the side bend one, but that one or that one, with our lunges. Okay, so we're going to stand with feet hip distance apart. So let's do the legs first. Again, back nice and straight. Take a big or small step, up to you. And then we squat down, back nice and straight. Try not to let the thigh and knee come forwards. You're squatting down, breathing in, breathing out, and then push the heel of the front foot into the mat and come back. And we're swapping legs each time. So back nice and straight, step, squat, hold it there, make sure the band isn't pulling the knee inwards, knee alignment. Okay, and then we can add the arms in. So arms in this position, again, wind up the band as much as you need to. Don't have to do it with the band. You can just do it with the arms. If you make a fist like this, use your own body weight, you can still work the muscles a little bit. Okay, so the exercise goes like this. Start this position or this position. Remember, you can either take the band behind or in front, or the weights if you're using the weights. If you're finding it brings the head and neck forwards like that, you bring the arms in front. Okay, so breathing in, breathing out. So remember the exercise we did just now, tipping the forearms backwards, and that's the action there if you can. All right, so we're going to lunge forward, and as we squat down, then we're bringing the arms in, and then bring it back. Breathing in, breathing out, lunge, squat, good, and back. So as you come back up, push the front foot into the floor, and bring yourself back. So swapping legs each time. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep that chin retracted. Want to feel those back muscles working. You can bring it in front if it's more comfortable. The most important thing is you're not letting the upper back and the neck come forwards. Breathing in, breathing out, squat. All right, we're going to hold it and just a double time. Push the front foot, the heel into the mat as you come back up, and you can add this in if you want to, front or back. Good, and then change legs. Squat down, same thing, just a little pulsing action. Push that front foot into the mat as you come up. So a little bit more resistance there. Good, add the arms in. Again, optional or in front. Brilliant. Okay, good, and relax. So we'll do a few more of those if you want to. Back to your start position, and then we'll just finish off our deep stretches for our arms. So right over left, locking the elbows, clasping the hands together. And remember, if you're not able just yet to get that movement, just take the arm across the body, hand on the upper arm like that, and then stretch across that way, whatever's comfortable for you. Okay, push the elbows away, open the shoulder blades, breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in, core muscles engaged. Move the chest, then the arms follow, so you're getting a really good stretch in the shoulder. Turn the head the other way. So for a bit more of a stretch, if you're able to do this, you can take the forearms back a little bit, take it a bit higher, and take it a bit lower, and you'll get a slightly different stretch there. Good, other side. Get a little bit higher, a little bit lower. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, we're going to add in our movement. So raise the hands, lower, and bring it back. So you're getting more of a stretch through the whole body of the shoulder there. Breathing in, breathing out. Push those elbows away. And back to the centre. Good, elbows away. Forearms forwards, open the shoulder blades. Good, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So left over right. Lock the elbows if you can. If you can't, just stretch the arm across. Hands are just above the elbow there. Good, elbows away, open the shoulder blades, breathing in, breathing out. So just have a look down at your knees, feet, knees, hips and shoulders stay still. You're just moving the upper body. Move the chest, then move the arms. Raise the hands, lower, and then all the way back. Up and down. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Back to the centre, elbows away. Breathing in, breathing out. Extend the forearms further forward, open the shoulder blades. Good. All right, and then just open up the chest, so you're stretching through there. Interlace the fingers if you can. Shoulders down. Raise the arms behind you, open the chest, chin retracted, breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in, stretching. Good, and relax, breathing in, breathing out, stretch. Brilliant. Okay, we're going to get ready to go down onto the mats. So grab a bit of water if you need to. And it's time to take your shoes off if you want to. Great. Okay, so deeper stretches first. Again, half roll down, full roll down, up to you. Make sure it's comfortable on your lower back. 3 points of connection in the spine, neutral spine position, up onto the toes, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Draw the abdominals in, hinge the hips back, and just roll forwards. Let the upper body relax, hinge the hips back, no overarching. Remember, draw those abdominals in. Hands on the mat if you're able to, or just somewhere comfortable on the legs. So we're focusing on the stretching up the back of the legs a little bit deeper now. So bend your knees very slightly, breathing in, breathing out. Hinge the hips back, draw the abdominals in, and straighten the legs just enough so you get a bit of a stretch there. Not overdoing it, but holding it a little bit longer than we did before. So you're feeling your calves, your thighs, your back, your buttock muscles lengthening. You should be able to get the hands a bit closer towards the floor as you're doing this. Bend, breathing in, breathing out, straighten, hinge the hips back, abdominals in, and then alternate. So you're bending your right leg, straighten your left without twisting the hips. Keep the pelvis level, hinge the hips back for that deeper stretch. Good, breathing in, breathing out, stretch. Good, alternate. Great, all right, turn the toes inwards, bend the knees, breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in, hinge the hips back, straighten the legs as far as it's comfortable, bend, straighten, hold it, good, and then alternate. So bend your right, straighten your left, push the hip back but no twisting, and you get a deeper stretch there. Breathing in, breathing out, swapping, holding it for a few seconds, feel the back of the legs lengthening. Again, swapping, breathing in, breathing out, alternating. Good. All right, turn the feet out the other way. Okay, so if you can't see, feet are now turned out that way. Still make sure you've got your correct knee alignment, knee level with second or third toe. So if you find you're taking the legs quite wide but the knees are still rolling in, they're not level, you need to bring the feet slightly in. Okay, bend the knees, breathing in, breathing out. Straighten the legs, hinge the hips back, draw the abdominals in, hold it for a few seconds. Bend, breathing in, breathing out, straighten, and then alternate. Bend one, straighten the other. Okay, so just take the left leg out in front of you. Stretch the toes back, it's just going for a deeper stretch, particularly in the calf here and the Achilles tendons. So hinge the hips back as before and try and get that deeper stretch there in the calf, ankle, Achilles, back of the leg by stretching the toes back a little bit more. And from there, to get a deeper stretch through the whole body of the muscle, turn the foot inwards and outwards. Try not to lose your posture here. Still shoulder blades back and down, core muscles engaged. Great, and then the other one. Flex the foot back and turn the foot inwards and outwards. Good. All right. So hands on the mat, you're going to walk your hands forward into our downward dog stretch. Keeping the abdominals in, using the grips if you need to. I like to use my grips, but I'm finding, because it's very hot, my hands are slipping a little bit. Okay, hips up, stretch the arms. Now remember the exercise we did earlier with the shoulder blades, so no rounding here. Shoulder blades back and down, chin retracted, and then stretch up from there. Stretch the back, and then you're going to try and stretch the legs, so heels down towards the mat. Good, and then just to work the calves and the feet up onto the toes. So think of this as a foot exercise. Okay, so come right up onto the balls of the feet and stretch back, followed by your back stretch. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, and then alternating. Bend one, Straighten the other one, heel down towards the mat. The leg that you're bending, make sure your knee is level with second or third toe again, so try not to sort of do it like that. Stretching back, that's it, followed by your back stretch. Good. Alright, so keep the feet a little bit wider, this time coming forwards into your plank position, so remember you can do it on your knees if you prefer. Just going to get the grips. Good, so forwards and back, abdominals in. Again, no rounding those shoulder blades back and down, chin retracted. The most important thing is here you draw those abdominals in to engage the core muscles. Go back into downward dog, forwards, stretching back, breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in. Remember, if it's uncomfortable, as I said, come down onto your knees, and the more you come forwards, you bring your body forwards into plank, the harder it is, or say more challenging it is on the shoulders and the core. So it's up to you. If you only want to come forwards a little bit, that's fine. If you want to come forwards a little bit more, check your knee alignment, chin retracted, shoulder blades back and down, forwards and back. Good. Okay, so hold it in this position, and we're going to walk the feet around to the right and then round to the left. Hands are slipping on here, so I'm just going to bring down onto the mat. Okay, so what you're going to watch here is that you're keeping, if possible, your plank position. So try not to do it like this. Okay, so from plank, just walk the legs round and back. If you've got the activation band, okay, I want you to take quite a big step and back. Abdominals in, shoulder blades back and down. So just walking those legs. Good, and then from there, what I want you to do is to come down into your forearms plank. Remember we did that the other week, last week. Again, if it's too much, come down onto your knees. So you're coming down onto your forearms, and then you're pushing back up again. So this is quite challenging. It really works the back of the arms. So you're going down, down, and then up and up. But obviously change arms each time, the one that you're leading with. Okay, so you can do it from this position, abdominals in, really works the arms, back of the arms. Or you can do it from your full plank position. If you take the legs a little bit wider, it gives you more of a stable base. So we're coming down and we're coming up, and then remember to go down and come up with a different arm. So it's quite challenging. Give it a go. Down, down, up, up. Keep the abdominals in. So leading arm is different each time. You can do it from this position, up, up. How are you getting on? And you can mix it up if you want to. Maybe do a couple from your full position. And then a couple from here. So work at your own level. Good. And then take a rest when you need to. Stretch back. Relax the arms, hips back down. Into your cat stretch. Cat stretch. Relax the hips, relax the arms. Good. Bring the hands down by your side if you want to. Or if you're able to. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the mouth. Relaxing your back, relax your arms. Obviously have adjust the position if you're not able to bring the hips down, if it's uncomfortable. You can always just do it like this from this position. Up to you. Okay, come back up. So we're going into our cat stretch. Really, again, this is, as we were doing before, it's about engaging those shoulder blades without arching the low back, drawing the core muscles in. So breathing in, breathing out, rounding. Draw the abdominals in, breathing in, breathing out. Lift the chest, shoulder blades back and down. Keep the chin retracted. They're lengthening through the spine. Breathing in, breathing out. So here your shoulder blades are back and down, but your abdominals are in. No overarching the low back. All right, no lifting the chin up too high, just focusing on that upper back. Brilliant. Okay, so we're going to do our eye of the needle stretch because we've done quite a bit on the shoulders today. So hands a little bit further forwards. And we're going to take the right arm out to the side. Watch the hands as you lift up, breathing in, breathing out. So it's like you're threading a needle. Hand goes underneath, slide through, hips back as far as it's comfortable, and then slide the arm through until you feel a stretch in the shoulder joint here. Okay, look through the gap, bring the head down to the floor if you can, hips down as far as it's comfortable. Breathing in, breathing out. Now stretch the arm a little bit more and turn the head the other way. Good. All right, we'll do that the other side. Left arm up, breathing in, breathing out. Thread the needle, keep the back of the hand on the floor. Sink the hips back as far as it's comfortable. If you can, let the head come down onto the mat. Slide that arm through. Breathing in, breathing out. And then if you want a bit more of a stretch, turn the head the other way. Slide the arm through a little bit more. Good. That deeper stretch. That's a really deep stretch for the shoulders there. All right, so just stretch the other way afterwards. Good. And we'll just do our back of the arm stretch, obviously because that exercise we did previously works the back of the arm. So elbow back, slide the hand down. Just do it this way. Slide the hand down the back, breathing in, breathing out, stretch. Good, and the other way. Fantastic. Okay, turn around the other way. So we're going into our rolling down. Again, lots of different levels for you here. We all know the levels now. Using the weights here, if you want to, using your rubbery band. Okay, you can either double it up, stretch it apart. Here, that helps you work the core more and also engages your upper body more. Okay, so you're working more arms as well as the core muscles. So up to you. If you'd rather just use the ball. Here, you can squeeze the ball and you're going to add a little bit more resistance there through the core, through the abdominals, through the arms. Good, so make sure the feet are sort of hip distance apart and the knees don't roll in when you do this. It's important that you push out, particularly if you've got the activation band, so you're engaging more muscles. Do adjust the band if you need to. The band supports your knees, your back, your hips, so you need to be able to get that, that support there while you're doing it. Breathing in, breathing out, so draw the abdominals in, close that rib cage, open the shoulder blades, tuck the chin in, and then breathing in, breathing out. Abdominals, squeeze the bicep muscles, squeeze the ball here, or stretch the band, up to you. Okay. Important thing is when you come back up, you're squeezing the bicep muscles, and when you go back down, I'll just show you the wrong way, try not to go down with a straight back like that. We're closing the rib cage and we're opening, we're working on that mobilization of the spine, up and down. So work at your own level. If you're having a bad back week, keep the hands on the back of legs to give you that support. Or if you're really working on that flexibility of the lower back, you can add the ball in here. Breathing in. Technique's the same. Breathing out, abdominals in. Squeeze the bicep muscles as you come back up. Try not to go down with a straight back. Opening. Again, watch the knees. I know you're thinking about this and this. Make sure the knees don't roll in. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, so for my advanced people, you can take one leg off the mat if you want to. Squeezing that bicep muscle, working one side separately from the other. So it's quite good to do it if you can, because sometimes we have one side of the hip, the pelvis stronger than the other, or low back. So it's good to do it like that. So work at your own level. If you are able to go back down onto the floor, and then we can add a nice stretch in at the end. All the way back, big stretch up with the arms, and then breathing in, breathing out. Come back up, start with the arms, tuck the chin in, and then draw the abdominals in, squeeze the bicep muscles, come back up, make sure the knee alignment is there. And remember, if you're coming up and your body is jerking side to side, as in the hips are moving and not quite ready to go all the way down yet. Okay, so just go a little way down, taking the leg off if you want to, squeezing that bicep muscle, breathing in, breathing out. Good, so if we want to work the oblique muscles a little bit more, that's the muscles on the side of the waist. Turn the body to the side, so we're going to go to the right first, and then we're just going to add in pulsing action there, squeezing that right buttock muscle. Again, you can add in a ball here, give it a squeeze, or you can add your band in here, all like this, up to you. Squeeze the right buttock muscle, add the band in if you want to, and the other way, making sure your knees and feet stay facing the front. Breathing in, breathing out, squeeze the left buttock muscle. So you want band, ball, nothing at all, up to you. Good, and relax. Okay, well done. Hug your knees, nice deep breath in and out. Great, okay, so rolling back, we're going to go into our swimming. So again, if you want to use the light weights here, you can, or if you just want to hold the grips, actually, that just gives you a little bit more focus there on the shoulders. Whichever one you do, just make sure you're keeping your neutral spine position, feet, knees, hips and shoulders all in line. So breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth, draw those abdominals in, rib cage and pelvic bone pulling together, making sure the back isn't arching. All right, add the arms in. If you want to, press the shoulder blades into the mat, chin retracted, so we're lengthening the back of the neck as well, breathing in, breathing out, opposite arm and opposite leg. Now when you get to this position, stretch and lengthen, pressing your back towards the mat to stop it arching, and back, breathing in, breathing out. So when you get to the floor, a bit of more stretch with the arm, with the leg, point the toe, flex the foot, making sure your back isn't arching. So you can let the leg come off the mat if you want to, or you can keep it on the mat if you're finding it's difficult to keep your neutral spine position. Good, one arm out to the side. Good, and then the other side. So same basic movements. Breathing in, breathing out. And then both arms back again. As long as you can keep that neutral spine position, point the toe, flex the foot, stretch the arms, press your back towards the mat, draw those abdominals in. Breathing in, breathing out, point the toes, flex the feet, stretch. And then we'll take the arms out to the side as well. I'm going to add an optional movement in here. So you're going to have your arms in this position. So it's like this. Breathing in, breathing out. So we're going to open the arms so the elbows are bent as you stretch the leg out. And as you bring that leg back, okay, you're going to bring the arms back together, leading with the elbows, drawing the abdominals in. So we're just adding a little variation there. Stretching out, breathing in, breathing out. So working the chest muscles, breathing in, breathing out, just as a variation. Okay, and then come up into your tabletop variations if you want to, adding the different arm actions. Or if you want to, you're not quite ready yet, you can just keep the hands on the mat. Breathing in, breathing out. Just remember to engage that core, stop the back arching, whichever one you're doing. Breathing in, breathing out. Abdominals in, breathing out, add the arms in. So we've got arms back, we've got arms out to the side, we've got this new one, bend the elbows, and then as you bring the leg back up, squeeze the elbows together, you'll feel you're drawing the abdominals in a little bit more. So give that one a go if you want to. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, and then you can speed that up a little bit. Again, keeping your neutral spine position. Breathing in, breathing out. Remember, if you find your back arching, you can just take the foot just to the mat like that, up to you. And then we can add in abdominal curls side to side if you want to. Remember, you don't have to add the arms in, the head in. Doing this exercise on its own is quite challenging. Just draw those abdominals in. Good, otherwise we're going to go across diagonally to the opposite knee. Okay, now do make sure that this isn't happening, you know, the knees are rolling in. keep that alignment there. So you're coming across to the opposite knee, breathing in, breathing out. Lead with the chest. Try not to pull with the neck. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. So, okay, so question, how far do you take the upper body over? Okay, so there's no definite answer. The only answer is you need to make sure the pelvis stays level. So there's no point in trying to go over too far if your hips are coming off the mat. So do watch that with this. Breathing in, breathing out. Relax the head back into the arms, or just leave the head on the mat. You can do this. It will still work your obliques. Work at your own level. Breathing in, breathing out, side to side. Speed it up a little bit without the head going back down. Again, if you want to, draw those abdominals in and relax. And then we're just going to come back up. Now again, we're going to do a little pulsing action. So work at your own level, little pulsing action. Level 1, feet on the mat. So lead with the chest. You can take the hands away if you want to. Just suck those abdominals in, or feet up in tabletop. Here, draw the abdominals in, little pulsing action. Legs up in the air, this is like level 3. Draw those abdominals in. And then we can go into our split leg position, which is more challenging. Hands behind the head, hands away, little pulsing action. And then swap legs, little pulsing action. And if you find you're strong enough, you can hold that position and just go up and down. Draw those abdominals in. Again, quite challenging. You can always do it slightly with bent knees if you want to. Otherwise, split leg position is challenging. All right, bring the legs back and straighten the legs and just do a little crisscross with the legs. Again, you can curl up if you want to, hold that position, draw the abdominals in and just do point the toes, flex the feet, alternate, and then take the legs apart and together, crossing over, abdominals in. Again, quite challenging on the legs, especially if you've got the band. Good. All right, and relax. Knees into the chest, hands underneath the thighs, ball at the back of the head. If you find it comfortable, bring the knees into the chest, circle the hips round, one way and the other way. Good. Feet on the mat, and we're just going to go into our shoulder bridge, just really for stretching out the spine. So breathing in. Breathe out, close the rib cage, abdominals in, squeeze the buttock muscles, curl the hips up till you get stretch in the front of the thigh, add the arms in and then slowly roll that spine back down. Okay, if you want to use this more for a leg exercise, just bring the feet in a bit closer, curling up, you'll feel more contraction there in the back of the legs and the buttock muscles. Slowly coming back down, so work at your own level. Next level up, come up onto the balls of the feet, do the same exercise, and it's a little bit more challenging in the legs, but the main point is we're stretching and lengthening through the spine. So try and keep the arms on the floor, tuck the chin in, and roll the spine back down. Breathing in, breathing out, curling up, back and down. All right, this time we're going to hold it. So we're going to curl up, keep the hands on the floor, push the hips up till you get a stretch in the front of the thigh. Now you've got the option, feet on the floor, feet a bit closer up onto the balls of the feet, up to you. So we're going to drop the hips down a couple of inches and push the hips up. So we're going to do it in two different ways. So as you curl up, you're going to push the knees together. As you hips back down, you're going to let the knees go apart. So you're working, particularly if you've got the activation band. This is quite good. If you haven't got the activation band, and you have a ball or cushion, okay. Again, obviously don't take the legs apart. You're squeezing the knees together and dropping. Breathing in, breathing out, squeeze. Feet on the floor, feet up on the balls of your feet, feet a bit closer, up to you. There's a few different options there. Good, drop the hips down and squeeze, or you can do it the other way drop the hips down, squeeze and open. Go a few different variations there, so you should feel that engaging the back of your legs a little bit more. Go a little pulsing action. And then final roll down. Roll the spine back down. Brilliant. Okay, knees into the chest, hands at the back of the thighs, and again circle those hips round. Massaging your lower back. Okay, feet back on the mat, hands down by your side. Just want you to relax the neck, relax the shoulders, relax the arms, and roll that head side to side. Keep the shoulder blades pressed into the mat, relaxing, releasing the neck, and then up and down. Lifting the chin up, breathing in, breathing out. Good. All right, so we're going to go into our low back stretch, and then we're going to go into our stretching and relaxation section. So take the band off now and just lie on the mat. I'm going to put some music on so we can relax and stretch with a little bit of relaxing music. And don't forget to have a drink of water, of course. Great. All right, so into your low back stretch first. Stretching out both legs, both arms. Point the toes, flex the feet. Stretching, lengthening. So this one, your low back will come off a little bit. So don't worry about that. Draw the leg in. Grab the back of the thigh with both hands and press your lower back into the mat. You're going to be holding it for a good 10 seconds or even more. Stretch out again. Point the toes, flex the feet. Bring the right leg in. Good. Press that lower back into the mat. You can always curl up a little bit more if you want to. Point the toes, flex the feet. Good. So if you're doing this at home, of course you can hold it there for a little bit longer. Just stretch out the low back if that's an issue. Big stretch. Great. All right, we're going into our spine stretch. So feet up into tabletop or feet on the mat, arms out to the side. Press the shoulder blades into the mat, breathing in, breathing out. So legs, hip comes off the mat, head goes in the other direction. Breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in. So although your hip's coming off, you're still keeping your spine in neutral. So no overarching. That back, breathing in, breathing out, stretch. Okay, so we're going into our stretching now and relaxation. So you want to grab either your activation band or your stretchy band. And left leg up in the air. Okay, other leg out, point the toes, flex the feet, stretch that leg back a little bit more, and adding the resistance of the band when you need to. Point the toes, flex the feet. Hold the foot in the flexed position, turn the leg inwards and outwards for deeper stretch. Good. All right, band in one hand, take the left leg over to the right. Keep that foot flexed for the deeper stretch. Move that leg forwards and backwards. Good. Bring the leg back. Swap hands. Keep the level pelvis this time. Take the leg out, flex the foot. Turn the leg out slightly and move that leg forwards and backwards. Good. All right, bring the leg back and swap legs. Left leg out, point the toes, flex the feet, and work on straightening the leg, drawing it back a little bit further, as long as you keep your hips on the mat. Add more resistance if you want to. Hold the foot in a flexed position, turn the leg inwards and outwards. So with the foot in the flexed position, You get a deeper stretch in the back of the leg and the calf, and obviously the ankle. Okay, take the band in one hand, right leg over to the left. Move that leg forwards and backwards. Good. All right, change hands. Right leg out to the right, keeping the pelvis level. Move that leg forwards and backwards. Turn the leg out so you get that stretch in the inner thigh. Good. All right, bring the leg back. Finish off with your hip stretch, pelvis level, left foot on the bent right knee. Turn the leg out without twisting the hips. So you get a stretch in the hip joints. If you're not getting as much of a stretch, take the other leg off the mat, draw the leg in, hands at the back of the thigh. Just optional there. If you're very flexible. Okay, change legs. Neutral spine position, turn the leg out to get a stretch in the hip. Good. All right, now relax completely, and we're going into that relaxation section. So lying on your back, roll over, child's pose position. Knees bent, legs straight. Knees apart, up to you. Hands by your side, across your chest. Whatever's comfortable. And we're going to focus on relaxing all the muscles. So relax the neck. Relax the shoulders, relax the arms. You can always tense them first and then just relax them into the mat. Relax your back. And relax your legs, relax your hips. You can stretch the legs out if you want to. So no tension anywhere in the body. And we're going to add in our rib cage, our thoracic Pilates breathing. So deep breath in through the nose, rib cage expanding, holding it for a few seconds. Breathe out through the mouth, long slow breath, close the rib cage, draw the abdominals in, and again hold it for a few seconds. And repeat that sequence in your own time, just focusing on totally relaxing the body, no tension anywhere. And focus on that rib cage breathing. Breathing in through the nose. Long, slow breath out through the mouth. Remember, the breathing is thoracic breathing. Your lungs are underneath your rib cage. That's where we want to focus the breathing from. And then work on holding those breaths a little bit longer. So your breathing starts to slow down and you go into a state of relaxation. Breathing in and out in your own time. Slowly come back up. You can always stay down a little bit longer for more relaxation if you want to. So come back up on all fours, rounding the shoulder blades. Retracting, lengthen through the spine, no overarching the back. Try not to lift the chin too high. Focus on that shoulder blade retraction. And then slowly come back up. Stretching back up. Bend and straighten, alternate knees, followed by your back stretch. Shoulder blades back and down. Good. All right, walk the hands back up towards your feet. Draw the abdominals in, keep the knees slightly bent, slowly roll back up. Fantastic. All right, back to start position. Open the chest, abdominals in, shoulders back and down. And just rolling those shoulders, breathing in and out. And stretching up. Reaching up, cross the hands behind the head, tuck the chin in, head forwards. And slowly come back up. Fantastic, thank you for joining me. Don't forget, if you have any questions or you'd like any advice about anything, please message me, text me, email me, anything you like. And I'm always happy to have a chat. Okay, well I hope to see you soon. Okay.